Okay guys, so today we're doing Go Math lesson 4.3 chapter 4 page 83. So they've given us 3 problems and how to solve them, sort of the steps that we need to take to solve them, because it says to break apart the addends to find the sum. Now I'm going to give Chloe an example problem and I'm going to show her how they want it to be solved. So traditionally you would add 9 plus 3, carry over the 1, and then add those to get 72. Right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 72. So this is not the way that they want us to do it at all. They want us to break apart the numbers. So what they're asking us to do is to break it apart into tens and ones. So 53 becomes 50 plus 3, and 19 becomes 10 plus 9. So what you would do is that you would add the 50 plus the 10, which would equal 60, and the 9 plus 3, which would equal 12. Now you can break this even further apart, and you could say 60 plus 10 plus 2 equals 72. So you could break that 12 into 10 plus 2 if it's easier to add that way. But what they need you to do is to break apart these numbers. So, Chloe, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Chloe. So in the first problem, we want you to break apart 18 by using tens and ones.
10 and 8 ones. 20 and 1.
Okay, so you broke them away. And now you're going to add the tens and the ones separately. So 10 plus 20 is equal to this, and 8 plus 1 is equal to this. So the answer is 39.
Am I reading here?
No, this is just in case you need to break a number even further down. Okay? Let's try number 2. How would you break apart 33 in tens and ones? Okay, so now, like I said, add the tens and add the ones. Okay, now here's where I want to show you. If you can add 70 plus 12 and find the answer, that's fine. But you could also break away this 12 into tens and ones. What is tens and ones for 12?
1 10 and 2 ones.
Okay, not with symbols, with actual numbers. So the number 10 and the number 2. Okay, so now instead of adding 70 plus 12, since you broke down the 12, you can add 70 plus 10 plus 2 if it makes it easier for you. It's your preference. Perfect. So you chose to add the 12 to the 70, but what you could have also done is 70 plus 10 is 80. So 80 plus 2. It's just how you want to break it down. Try this one now. Perfect. And now can you do the problem solving? Can you read the question?
Mm-hmm.
Christopher
had 28 basketball cards.
Baseball cards.
Baseball cards. Justin has 18 baseball cards. How many baseball cards do they have in all?
Okay, so they want you to do it. So now let me help you out by writing so if you're going to use the same method that they used, can you write what you need to break down? First, write it in this format. What's 8 plus 8?
38.
No. 8 plus 8. 8, 9, 10,
15.
16.
16.
Yeah.
16.
Do you need to break it down, that 16?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do it on the side right here. You have 30 plus 16. How would you break this one down into tens and ones? So then you have 30 plus 10 plus 6 is equal to?
46.
That's right. So how many baseball cards is the answer?
46.
Okay, perfect. Hey everyone, so today we are doing Go Math Florida. We are doing lesson 4.4, and it says draw to show the regrouping and write how many tens and ones in the sum and write the sum. So she did number 1 already, and now she's going to do number 2, Chloe. So add 25 and 58. Now here is 2 tens, 20 and 5 ones. So this is 25. This is 58. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 8 ones. So how many ones are you going to move to make another 10? And then you're going to write how many tens, how many ones, and the final sum. Okay?
So I'm going to circle 2 because I know that there's 8 here. So these 2 go right down here. And I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I have 80 tens. And what I have left over is 1, 2, 3. So that equals 83. Let's go to number 3. 58 and 80, no, not 80, 18. So we are going to take it down to here. Okay, so I'm just going to borrow 2 because this is 8 again. And this becomes a 10. And then it becomes one of them. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Alright, so 70, what is left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are left over, so 76. This one, 64 and 26. Okay, so I'm going to move down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will equal 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 90. And there's 0 ones. So how can I figure it out? I could draw 0, but that would just equal 90. So I'm going to write 90 as my answer. Okay. It says 17 and 77. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 80. Oops, I wrote too small. So anyways, there's 80 here. And I'm going to take it down to here. So I'll need 3. And it goes down here. And then I make a 10. So then, after I have 80, what comes after 80? 90. So we're going to write 90 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, which equals 94. And I'm going to take 1 down to here, which will equal a 10. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 55 is the answer. Kathy has 43 leaves in her collection. Jane has 30 leaves. How many?
38.
38 leaves. How many leaves do the 2 children have?
You wrote 83, baby.
Oh. 33 plus 38 would be, okay, so we are just going to add these 2 numbers together.
So how many 10s in the 43? Can you draw the 10s?
10, 20, 30, 40.
And how many ones?
1, 2, 3.
Is that how we should draw them, or should we draw them in a straight line in forms of 5?
Straight lines.
Thank you. Okay, 38. Can you draw 38? You can do it on the bottom right here if you want.
Okay.
10.
10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
4.
No, you gotta go all the way down.
No more room.
Oh, you'd make them too big.
3. 4.
No, this is going to get too confusing, unfortunately. So let's just try to do things in a tiny scale because we have a very tiny. So 43 has how many ones?
1,
2, 3. Yes?
3. Yep.
So now can you draw 8 all the way down in groups of 5s? 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, how many can you borrow from the 3?
2. Which will equal 10.
Okay, so you want to square them off so you know that's a 10?
Yep.
Perfect. So now how many 10s and how many 1s do you have? Can you write a number sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Equal sign. There you go. So how many 10s do you have?
40.
Count them all. Each one by one. 10.
10, 20, 30, 40,
Uh-huh. And this one.
50, 60, 70, 80.
And how many 1s do you have left?
1, so it's 81.
Perfect. Good job.